Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to some Fortnite on my vacay. So, I just noticed that there's some new challenges that are pretty fun. Bounce on umbrellas or tires and destroy stairs. Last night I destroyed the walls. Let's go ahead and start the matchmaking. But I destroyed all the walls and support beams that I could possibly for this one building. And I sometimes do that with the windmills. And those are windmills because they're not generators or turbines producing energy. But anyways, like they also have in this game. But now if you break away all the walls, the support structure, the top will collapse. But it didn't happen with this building, and I don't know why. Like, I looked and I started breaking like house plants that might have been connecting the second floor to the first floor. But anyways, the point of all that was I had to destroy a couple sets of stairs to do that. But apparently these just dropped, so yeah, that one's easy. Okay. Whee! So, and anyways, back to the app thing. So there's actually a thing that could, two problems, one solution. That almost sounds pretty bad, but instead of two birds, one stone, we don't throw stones at birds anymore, at least not normal people. Not people that have everything going okay in their life. And shooting, hunting, like that's still a thing, and I don't know. Like I feel like if you're gonna use the meat, that's one thing, but like trophy hunters and I don't know, and just hunting something just to be killing something that's rare, that seems very barbaric and twisted. Like I feel like there's a lot of things that are going wrong with that person's life. But anyways, back to the app. To have a lot of additional security and everything, I don't have to host it myself. I can host it on a hosted service like Google Cloud. It's funny because we get free LinkedIn learning for my job, and one of the classes I did, or yeah, it was a class, was on Google Cloud. It was basically like one giant hour-long advertisement of all the functionality of Google Cloud. But, I mean, I gotta admit, it worked, so of course, I'll revisit and stuff and like think about the options. But basically, I was going to build a web server to host this app, make this next greatest thing. Um, but I don't have to worry about that. I could build it in the cloud, or Amazon Web Services works too. They got a ton of tools as well. But like building something that might already exist, but isn't widely spread, and then having someone else take it and run with it, like making it open source, open license. I did notice I finally got into GitHub for the first time in a long time yesterday and saw that you can add the GNU public license. Oh, there's someone. Alright, you got some shotgun damage. I know that's one of the challenges. Oh, he's gonna come out now. Nice. What are you gonna do about it? And I really just came here for the motorcycle to try to do the points trick. So, but anyways, a lot of options, but I mean, and really Jamboard. Like if there was an open source. Wait. Someone's here. Whew. A lot of shotgun damage. Okay. I was like, yeah, Sergeant's shield that I saw. So either way, something to get people's, efforts going. And basically, we need to still use XApp, but also incorporate a basic like Jamboard or whiteboard or table that you can lay out a bunch of information side by side, and that way you can follow people's thought processes in a more stable way than the meme about Charlie. So, Okay, let's go ahead and do that. I gotta say, it's already pretty easy to get the legendary chests or the rare chests. I just gotta keep opening these things and not break the table. Okay. A lot of shotguns. Yeah! Hello. Alright. Leave me alone. Gonna get that gold. So yeah, so I got some playing around to do, but I don't have to worry about the security aspect if I decide to do the paying aspect. And I already was planning on doing something with Google as far as hosting like my data, my pictures, my movies. I mean, they're already hosting a ton of stuff here on this channel, and I gotta clean that out. I keep saying that, but okay. So yeah, I came here for the motorcycle to try to attempt the motorcycle trick, which I believe you could just do. Are you kidding me? Oh. Oh, I jumped into it. Oh. Oh, that was close. That was very, very close. And that was not the motorcycle I thought I heard. It was that thing. I mean, I'm gonna be getting health soon anyway. As soon as I can find some health. There we go. Probably not. Best not to stand next to a bunch of gas cans that I'm about to blow up anyway. Alright, so, and that way people can, like, you know, if you're gonna debate someone, be like, okay, first check my Jamboard. And that's, like, how it was gonna happen until Google removed Jamboards. But, like, it has to be free, open source, you know, something like that. So otherwise, so it's available to people. Ooh, this heals. Well. Fire! Fire! Oh. That was kind of anticlimactic, and that is a cash register. Okay. Motorcycle here. And I need to find a rift, basically. It's so hard to get a high scoring trick. Like if you do a rift, you can do a backflip. It's like harder to do a backflip now than it used to be. What? Travel distance in vehicles? Nice. I've already got all the Ninja Turtle stuff unlocked. So I don't need to worry about that. So like another option is driving off of a giant cliff. There's nothing really giant about this, but... and even that's bailed. Or busted. It's getting better. It's pretty hard. I mean, back when we had Mega City, it wasn't that bad, so... There's a cliff. Alright, I'm gonna try to do a backflip. Didn't work. Not even close. Like, I gotta get 150,000 points, so if I could get multipliers, not multipliers, no, if I could get multipliers on that, that would actually work, but Also, there's like a whole lot of fighting going on over there. Do I want to get involved? Oh, I mean, I want to go get that Peely poster. But whatever this is. Oh, we're gathering intel on Peely's whereabouts. Yeah, I knew that. Oh, we're gonna do some snowboarding. On land. Or on not snow. Oh wait, yeah, I was trying to do the high score on the dirt bike. That is a really fun part of this game, that you can do the hoverboards. I mean, the other ones were better when they went to OG Fortnite. Alright, there's usually gas cans in here. We could hunt somebody too. All the Slim Shady. Alright. Actually, it's funny, I accept bounties and sometimes I'll just like dip out, follow where you gotta go for the next area. But they have a target on their back, so they're gonna play a little more cautiously. And like 100 gold is really a small price to pay to mess with somebody. Ah! Dang it, I had to reload. Alright, well. Touche, walking Christmas tree. Alright. That is so cool. We're looking for Peely. So. Let's see, yeah, so it needs to be like a whiteboard where you can pin up a bunch of things, or a bulletin board, or a table, I guess, I don't know. Like, you could have some kind of catchy thing, spell it weird, whatever. But the idea is to visualize information that's relevant to, and then you could even weight it too, like, you know, how relevant is this? And like give it a score or something, I don't know. And it'd be hard to standardize something like that, but if you gave everybody this free tool where they could just like take a thread on XApp and then plop it in there, and it would deconstruct it, put all of the participants in there, you know, so you could have a list of like people in this discussion, and then what they said, and then I don't know, maybe even leave a spot for them to arrange how they like the relevance or how they see the importance of the discussion, because a lot of it, I mean, there's too much guesswork going on by everybody. I mean, we're all guilty of it. We like to think that we drop hints and we imply things because we're trying to be polite to other people and try not to be like outright tell and be like, hey, you know, this bothers me. Like, although we try to tell kids to do that, which is funny, but then as you get older, you know, it's harder to tell people like, hey, you know, that bothers me, or does it bother you enough to actually say something, I guess. And then you gotta weigh like, and by the time you get done with thinking about all that, the person's already gone, like they've walked away or whatever, and then like it's not an issue anyway, so. Alright, what quest are we actually looking at? Like, where's the Peely stuff? Takedown? Oh, we gotta do all sorts of Legion stuff. Alright, well. Where's the nearest one? There. Can't really get Peter. Let's try to go there. I mean, unless the storm's heading this way, but... Oh, so anyways, and then you could be able to go look at that, see what the person is thinking, because one of the biggest things I see about discussions on XApp is there's not enough space to type out what you need to say, especially if you don't pay for it. Like, I subscribe to it. I've got my blue check mark, so I'm allowed to post ridiculously long posts, which is also bad in another way. Like, you don't want to overload somebody. You want to be able to present your argument and let them pick through it. And that's what I usually do anyways, like, especially with Advocate and Mr. Canada. Like, she would like scattershot like 3 or 4 ideas in a response, and then bringing up all these other lines of thinking when I was still just trying to talk about one thing. And she might mean well by it. It was confusing and detriment, or counterproductive to the discussion. It bogged things down, and even though if we were saying the same thing, we wouldn't know because there was just so much confusion. So, where are they? All right, another one. Oh my gosh. That is terrible. Oh. Is there another one? I mean, it seemed like a bot too, or even just someone panicking, like landing right where someone's coming out. Just make them think I'm some cocky kid, like, oh, football and Broncos, and I'm not in school right now, and never mind, it's a middle-aged adult that's like got the day off from work. Still dancing on what seemed to be bots. Oh, and that was really cool. I did get 3 people right in a row from the same 20 seconds from doing an EMP stealth. That was cool. I was fortunate too, because that was one of the harder missions. Jeez, that was sloppy. Wanted to blow him up, but didn't quite happen. I wasn't sure if those things would actually destroy a wall. It didn't look like it did much. This is probably still, yep. It's an interesting skin. What is it? Nice. I'm sure there's a better way to look at that too. I heard some drones. Now, you know what's going to be really trippy and very soon is we're going to have drone delivery of Bud. And it's just going to be like, you'll be sitting at home and then all of a sudden this drone will fly in your window. With your permission, of course, you got to authorize this. But we'll drop off, I mean, hopefully the world will get away from alcohol. But even alcohol, I mean, you could do that too. But like, I'm talking like the cannabis, and just have like air delivery of that. That'd be so hilarious. What a time to be alive. I mean, and it's really a push versus pull mentality on everything. Like, it's going to be harder to, get things to change or to improve things when you're forcing things or pushing things. And so, whereas you have to let people, the hearts and minds, they have to make these decisions, be like, yes, we want to do this. Can you help us do this? So, same with charities. Mr. Beast did this app, which I got to look up to see which charities to be a part of, or it's kind of like a Facebook for charities, and which like a lot of people want to help, and well, especially people without a lot of money, but like, I'm just kidding. Like the people that do have a lot of money, or even just have money, period. Like they want to do something nice, but it's often hard to do. I mean, that's why ooh. Very rare to find that. Let's see. Okay. I mean, I'm already working on another one, and that's another project I kind of wanted to do this week, but I haven't yet. Is use my Red Key USB to wipe a couple of laptops and get Minecraft on them, and then get them to my friends' kids. Sorry, I say that because my car won't make it down to Denver. Like, I literally cannot drive down there. I mean, I can borrow a car and I can figure out a way. Like, but it's just like, in order to get the new car, I got to do my taxes. In order to do the taxes, I got to get my tax return and then use that for the down payment for the car, which I do have some money saved up, like, so that's good. I mean, I've been like working on this for a couple months now, trying to just get a new used car that's not falling apart, and then I can do things like go back to Denver and stuff. So I'm kind of stuck to northern Colorado. Anyways, and the point is these laptops are kind of like a model for other companies if they have laptops lying around that they're, and especially if they're paying money to have them like ethically destroyed or repurposed. I mean, or even, sorry, I'm just like going from one to the other to the other. Like, okay, what about this? What about that? And again, like the project board or a open source community tool for like a whiteboard would be very handy. Especially for XApp discussions, where you can, at a moment's notice, have a discussion with somebody anywhere in the world and have everybody at the discussion table, unless you block people. So, I'm still kind of mad that both of those people blocked me. It's like, you know, calling me a nut job, saying I'm spreading, you know, Russian propaganda, Chinese propaganda. It's like, well, what else do we have? I mean, yes, it's going to be heavy-handed towards them. He's doing it. Like, would you go on camera and talk bad about yourself? No. So, but everybody knows that. We're not five, like, you know, so, and I think that was just kind of where it was offensive, is like, she just assumes, and then they kept saying, like, oh, you know, this guy's, you know, smart and this and that. And it's like, oh, but no, you know, your opinion and one thing invalidates the entire argument, and that goes back to that meme where a math teacher writes 9 or 10 math equations on the board. The first 9 are correct, the 10th one is wrong. And everybody in the class, as soon as they start noticing it, they start snickering and they laugh and they point at it. And then the teacher says, well, why is that? You know, I did this many perfectly good ones, 9 out of 10. That's a 90. That's still an A. You know, that's what I expect out of you. You know, hopefully, like, A is what you need to shoot for. And a lot of teachers, especially early on, are more lenient about that. Because it's like, you got to get close enough and then be encouraged to make it the rest of the way. And get into the good habits of trying to get A's on everything. But also not the end of the world if you don't. Like, we have a big problem with depression and teen suicide, so, you know, every bit that we can do to figure that out is worth it. And again, these things, like the miscommunication that can cause issues, oh man, I have a lot of nice stuff. I like this. Oh, I flushed someone out. Dang it, I almost got him. I was just gonna blow up that building to mess with the boss. Anywho, let's try to do one more short one. I don't know, but I think that everybody needs to, because then it would be like a community job board for people would be able to present projects, like say people all over the world that want to propose, like, hey, could your charity fund us doing this? And a lot of times it just needs to be funded. Like, the local people would love to do it just to get paid to do it, you know? So, and that's really important too. And I feel like that's what's failed between the Roman Empire, the British Empire, the English, the American Empire, or whatever you want to call it. Just the way that we tend to try to go around the world and be like, hey, let us do this for you. When in reality, what we should be doing is working with the local governments and being like, hey, let's get this done. And make sure it gets done too, because there's still a lot of corruption. One thing the German guy was telling me on the plane was, in Africa, a lot of places. No, I don't want to do that. No, whatever, it's not going to happen this time. But anyways, it's the push versus pull mentality. If you're pushing this onto somebody, same with missionary work. Like, I mean, if you're trying to push Christianity on people and then threaten to take away food or help, like, well, you can hang out in this church, but you got to accept this, you know. Basically, pledge a life pledge to somebody. And not just for your mortal soul, your immortal soul. Like, for your entire life, you bow down and serve to him. Doesn't matter what he does. You know, he's a god being, like all this. It could be very scary to somebody that's not familiar with anything like that. So, and that's just being able to understand other cultures and perspectives. And one of my favorite classes was anthropology. And there was still, I don't think if I don't know if there are nowadays, but there were still uncontacted tribes in New Guinea of people that just didn't know what an airplane was. They thought it was some spirit god, like, and and it didn't take them long to realize that they were just people like them. And so, but these people brought like food and a bunch of like really nice stuff. So, same with the Native Americans when we came to this country. They weren't packed as tightly, and that's why I think that Native Americans weren't like kind of on the level with technology, especially war technology, because they did have wars. Like tribes would fight against each other, but it wasn't to the scale of people that are confined in small little areas. That's why you have like Europe and Russia being having such intricate war histories and all of that. Okay, I think that's kind of a bad idea. Although, yep, this is gonna be a fight. Okay, get out of here. What in the world? They glitched out up there. Here's some fighting over there. It's a very popular area, Classic Courts. Oh, shoot. Woo! It's like, where are these people? Is that another one? And of course, there's nice, pleasant piano music going on in the background. So anyways, I think if everybody had a seat at the table and we were able to discuss things openly and be able to clarify things too, like death tolls and wars, that's a big one. Because even with the Israel-Gaza thing, I was discussing something with someone, how it's not technically a genocide because they're targeting Hamas and, all these people dying are irrelevant and even those numbers are being fabricated. And there's a lot of bold claims. So it'd be good to have the information handy and live updates. Like, okay, here's this, and it's being reported by these people, and then that's where the point system comes in. Like, this is generally being agreed upon by this many people, which is dangerous in itself. Just like that story of that guy that was causing traffic jams on Google Maps by taking a wheelbarrow full of cell phones and like just walking downtown, and because it looked like there was that many users. And basically, that is a form of hacking, honestly. Like, that is, also, we're gonna do that. It's abusing technology in ways that it wasn't intended. That could potentially cause harm. I mean, because it rerouted people and caused confusion and delay, malicious, and like, that could impair people or even cause a dangerous situation. So, dangerous, maybe. I mean, it's kind of a stretch, but I could also see somebody justify that as, so a bunch of drivers had to go to unknown areas they weren't really used to going because they thought that there was a traffic jam where they'd normally go. So it caused a lot of people to make decisions that they weren't ready to start making, causing delays in their day or possibly posing a safety risk, because then you have people that are angry, so they're emotionally charged, and then in a foreign area, so where they might not be familiar with. So I could see that. But then again, just work from home. Like, any work you can do remotely, do it. Like, my entire office is almost remote. I mean, we still get quite a bit done, like daily. Arguably a lot more so than uh, like especially one place I worked at. I was just tier 1 help desk support. Like, and I was supposed to answer phones and call. Like that was it. It was basically like a 2 or 3 person call center for IT issues, and that one should have been remote. There was no reason. Oh. Whoa. Thanks for revealing your position there and making it nice and easy for me. Lobbing softball throws. Alright. Do you like me a sniper? Okay. And it's got to be able to make sense, too. Like, the Tucker Putin interview, the biggest takeaway that I saw was just how fast, in real time, they were translating and communicating. They were having a discussion. And so, that technology, that power, needs to be employed in everything we do in global politics. Like, it needs to be open, like, in the open, to where everybody can see it, be like, what's being said, what deals are being done. You know, there should be that layer of transparency. Like, the government should work for the people and be accountable to the people. Like, if it's caught shady dealings or wasting money. Now, I mean, let the public decide, really. Oh, jeez. Okay. Chug Brigade. Yeah, you used to have chug jugs. I got the cool thing on... I don't know, yeah, my son does a lot of stuff. I'm trying to see what that... Oh, it's like the burgers. Or no, the fishy. There you go, it's the fishy. Let's go snowboarding. Ah! Now see, why couldn't it be a trick on the snowboard or hoverboard? I was like, I can almost do a backflip there with like no momentum. I used to have a buddy that, Mr. Joel, he'd just do that. Alright. Almost 200 times 2, so it is over 200. It's almost 400. But yeah, he used to be able to just like, out of nowhere, just jump and do a 540. Like, we'd be standing in line for the lift, like, to go up to the mountain, and he'd just be like, whoop! Hey man, that was 540, and I started counting the turns, like, yep, guess it was, and, you know, just, like, most people couldn't do that off of, like, a jump, so, myself included, I was, like, barely working on 360s. Yeah! Ooh! Alright. Psych! Ah. That should have been a biff, but alright. Over the tracks. Oh, and especially if there was a train. Here, let's get that loot cache. Watch out for these, because I've landed on a train and like had somebody just pop one of those and be armed. Meanwhile, I'm over here waiting for the chest to hack and like not having anything else. But oh no! Danger. Is he coming? I don't know where Oh, there's a dirt bike. Let's try to get that. Ah. I don't know where to go. I mean, I need some place where I can jump off and do a big trick. Not there. Maybe here? Oh, there's gonna be someone with a society medallion. Chris, where's a rift? Maybe if I could find a rift. Oh. Thank you. Oh, see somebody. Oh, there's a rift. Alright, let's see that. Usually there's rifts that appear at the base of the loot island. And then if we can hit the rift and then warp up into the sky, we can flip around and do maybe a couple backflips and get those points. The rifts are not here yet. Where are they? Where are they? Ah. I'm probably freaking that person out or triggering the bot code. There's one. Oh, there's another. No! That was it! That was it! Ah, okay. Gotta find another one. No! Dang it! Alright. Let's try this again. Why? Why? Ah. I just need to land. Like, that's it. Although I think that was only like 100,000 too. Alright, so backflip. Are you kidding me? Oh. Alright. Let's try to find another one. I saw a couple of rips there. There's another one. So, and it's like hard. Like, I don't know. Like, oh, come on. Do something. Ah. That was close. Like, anybody watching this is like, what is that guy doing? But he's trying to get 150,000 points. Why? Ah. I didn't feel really good about that one. I figured that was probably gonna like not count. I was moving backwards. There we go. No! Just land. You didn't fall off. It wasn't really busted. It's one of the most frustrating challenges ever. There's no problem in Mega City. Like, there's a... Yes. Yes. Done with that. Alright, anyways. I do like how easy it is to not lose a vehicle in this mode. Although that did just burn a lot of our gas. Oh, loot cache. That's one of the things I gotta do. Oh, someone else is coming up on it. Alright. Oh, and that's where the gas is, back there. Okay. Oh, there's a couple. There's a couple. Where's this person? What is that over there? Anyway, I feel like there is somebody. Gotta be around here. Let's see who goes for the riches. I think that's the same person. They both have. Oh, what is that? Bet they're in the bush there. Yeah, they are. Oh, I got him. Oh, they got me. Touche. Well, that's okay. We were definitely over. Oh, 42 minutes. All right. Apologies, everybody. Ta-ta. I will see you in the next one. Or we'll see what we got, and then I'll leave. Nice. All right. Ta-ta, everybody. And good job. Touche, lady in the bush.